Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Young Broke Musicians podcast. We can't hear ourselves much, but hopefully you guys can hear us. Hopefully you guys can hear us. We are live. Well, we're live. You're not watching this live, but we're live at the Orange Tree in Baldock as part of Glastontree.
Woo, Glastontree. So Connor and I have just sung. We've come off stage.
We have.
We've also just had Max, who's gone on straight after us, which was
Max
really
is buzzing
awesome.
to come on the show. He'll be on a little bit later.
He will be on a
Big
little
up,
bit later.
Max.
Max is actually one of our number one fans on
He
Facebook.
is. Once you get like 100 likes or something on Facebook and people like regularly engage or comment on your stuff, they get a top fan badge, don't they?
I love
it.
So
big up Max.
Is one of our top fans, and we've actually got him a little present that we will give him a little
We
bit
have.
later, which is really exciting.
It's pretty exciting.
It is pretty exciting.
Go
so,
Max.
Connor, what have you enjoyed most about today?
Not painting. not being in this little nook and not having paint in my hair, not having paint on my well, I still got paint on my shoes,
but
but
jogging bottoms,
not in jogging
not
bottoms.
having to wear stuff that we don't mind getting a little bit painty.
Yeah. So not painting is nice, and just sort of looking out there and it looking like some sort of normality.
I know.
That's what I'm loving.
I really thought that I would be a little bit anxious by all of these people around us, but I'm not going to lie, I'm actually loving it.
You've done good.
I really love it.
It's been pretty cool.
So we've next on the stage, which is next to us, we've got Tom Donovan, haven't we?
Tom Donovan,
Who
Tomik,
is,
his stage
Tomik,
name.
Tomik, bless him.
Kitten.
And hopefully he's going to be joining us on the sofa in a little
After
bit.
Max.
In a little bit, straight after Max.
Don't know. We've got loads of acts. We don't know which ones are coming on, which ones aren't coming on. So it's sort of like a mishmash. So you'll be surprised. We'll be surprised in the edit.
It will be surprising when we edit it. Yeah, this is our first like proper session as well. Our first proper podcast.
It feels
with
like
guests.
Glastonbury. 1, because it's raining.
Yes.
2, because it's muddy.
Yes.
3, we can't hear ourselves because all the other stages are too loud.
Yes.
And 4, because this is sort of like a little live lounge, isn't it?
It is like a little live lounge. I love it. I think Rob has done really well. For those of you
Big
who
up,
can't
Rob.
see, for those of you who can't see and who are listening via Apple Podcast, or you're listening on Spotify, basically,
Or if you watch the vlog.
Yeah, or if you watch,
If you watch the vlog, you'll be able to see.
You will be able to see. But if you can't see, we've basically got this little pod. We've got on the left-hand side, it's the colours of the pink, which is the colours of the Young Broke Musicians, and on the right side, we've got the blue.
We have.
And it looks sick, doesn't it?
Your side, I will admit, does look a lot better than mine.
I mean, it's not about whose is better. We enjoyed doing it, didn't we?
We did.
I'm not going to lie, I did get a little bit competitive whilst we were doing it. I was like, my side's better, but...
And I discovered that my handwriting isn't good enough.
Okay, so our friendship kind of took a little bit of a new level this weekend. I realised just how much Connor has to put up with. So, if you can't see, on the back wall,
Young Music Broke Ian's.
Yes, we've got Young Broke Musicians at the side. So it's pretty cool because we got to spray paint it on there.
It's pretty sick.
However, my OCD took a massive turn.
I think it was cursed from the start because you originally broke the first spray paint can.
I really did. So I opened it and I opened it wrong and I smashed it. But I just got heavy hands. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it worked out well. So who cares? It's all good.
It is. It's all good.
Yeah.
But I wasn't allowed to do it. I was on the sub bench for that one.
Yes, you got to do the B for broke.
Just.
Just.
I could feel the eyes in the back of your eyes in the back of my head doing it.
Burning, wasn't
my
it?
head was burning.
I just had lasers in my eyes going. Brrr. So Connor.
Yeah.
Music news.
Music news.
Here we go.
So there's been some cool releases. Hey, there's G. I don't know if you can hear this, but that is Grandmaster
Mr.
G.
Roche.
Jesus Christ himself. I love his ballstock shirt. Where he wears it, G, and then Jesus Christ.
Love it.
He's a ledge.
Love it.
So there's been some music releases. James Bourne, the little blonde one from Busted.
Yes.
He put out his new single, and it's just Michael Jackson feels all over.
Okay.
He put one out. This one's a bit niche, but the former guitarist for Guns N' Roses, a
Yes.
guy called DJ Ashba. That's just his stage name. His real name's Darren J. Ashba, so he just put DJ Ashba.
Okay.
Even though, well, he's sort of a DJ now, I guess. He released his debut single called Hypnotic. It's sort of like a mash of rock and EDM.
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting. So I did review on my YouTube channel of that, and I tweeted it out, and his wife, Natty Ashba, who has her own channel with like 95,500 subscribers, commented on it. Then DJ Ashba's company, Ashba Media, commented on it. And then I checked this morning, DJ Ashba himself had shared it on his friend page,
That is insane.
which is pretty sick, and
So-
encouraged everybody to go watch it.
So you told me this morning, and I was so buzzing
It was
for
pretty
you.
cool.
I literally couldn't contain how excited I was for you.
Too kind.
So amazing, well done. And you work so hard at what you do.
I try.
it's really- you succeed. You don't try, you succeed.
I don't know. Some videos flop.
No.
Some videos I get death threats.
Have you ever had Dead Fr- have you ever
Yeah,
had
One
Dead
Direction fans. I did a review of Zayn Malik's cover of A Whole New World
Fr- Right.
from the Aladdin thing, and I said I
Yes.
didn't like it because he sounded really moody, because I just think he comes across really moody, doesn't he?
Okay.
And yeah, I got Directioners, some of them agreeing with me. I'd say it was about 60-40.
Right.
40 of them were like, yeah, I agree, this wasn't his best. And then 60 of them were like, oh yeah, how can you fucking say this about Zayn? And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did say, like, I'm not going to like lie in my videos. If I don't like a song, I'm not going to say, oh, this is the greatest thing since Really Big Sandwiches. I say the greatest thing since Really Big Sandwiches because what was the best thing before sliced bread?
Sandwiches.
Really big sandwiches, because you don't have the bread sliced.
That's clever.
So really big sandwiches.
That's clever.
Makes you look at bread a whole new different way.
Right now, I just imagined like a tiger loaf that hasn't been cut and just putting one tiger loaf on top of the other
Tiger loaf. Oh.
Tiger loaf.
Tiger loaf, bacon, chicken,
Cheese.
lettuce, tomato, cheese, another tiger loaf.
Another tiger loaf. I mean, I'd be down for that. I would definitely be down for that.
That is down for
Now,
that.
A bit of, it's not music news, but it is creative news.
Oh yes.
Holly Willoughby,
Holly Willoughby.
in the presenting and acting, that kind of side of creativeness.
Yeah.
Holly Willoughby has just left her agency.
Oh.
The same agency that has Ant and Dec and that has Philip Schofield.
Why?
She's just left them because she wanted more time to spend on herself and her
Oh,
kids.
that's
She
fair.
wanted more control. So she has now started a new management company
Ooh.
called Roxy Management.
Like it. That's really cool.
I mean, come on, can you get a better name than Roxy
I
Management?
think they need to sign you, mate.
I think they need to sign me.
They should sign you.
100%. They need to. So Holly, if you're watching,
Yeah, Holly Willoughby, if you're watching, yeah. Just sign Roxy up.
yeah, please do, Holly.
Bless
That would
her.
be really cool. So we're going to be hearing from the incredible Max a little bit later.
We are.
We're also going to be hearing from G.
From G,
and we're also-
hopefully Rob as well.
Hopefully
We want Rob
the
on
man
here.
of the hour.
The man, the myth, the legend, who's basically made all of this possible. Like, if you watched our little vlog, which Roxy has edited, so go watch that. But if you haven't, we'll put a bit of B-roll on there. But Rob has basically put all of this together. Like, he finished off the DJ booth yesterday
he
as we
did.
were finishing the ceiling. He's
He
made
did.
little beach huts. He's made all these. He's like organised all these pods.
It does look amazing. It
Him
does
and
look
his
amazing.
team have. They've gone all out.
They literally worked in the pouring rain. They've
In the
worked
pouring rain.
tirelessly
Like
every
Glastonbury.
morning. Even yeah. And
Like
I just think it's amazing what they've done. So again, for those of you who can't see, who aren't watching the YouTube stuff, we've got 3 pods. This is the Young Great Musicians pod, obviously.
And it's staying
'cause
like
it's
this
for us.
permanently.
It is going to stay like this. Rob's going to keep this, which is really
Rob
cool.
has let us go to town on this. He has let us put stickers up, paint the ceiling,
Yes.
spray paint it. So
Yes.
this is we've left our mark on
We
Hertfordshire.
have indeed. And then next door to us, we've got
Main stage.
And then the stage next to that is the acoustic stage.
The other stage. Although
other
we
stage.
played acoustic and played on the main stage
Because we're
awesome.
We're that extra.
We deserve the main stage.
Okay, so is there anything that you want to add before we take a tiny little break to then get Max on?
Oh, I don't know. What other music news has been there? I don't. What has Kanye West done? He's a friend of the channel, isn't he?
Kanye West is always bad. Oh, I didn't finish what I was going to say about this, did I? Okay. So, other than the 3 pods that they've done, they've got loads of benches out, haven't they? And
umbrellas.
What I love is the fact that they've actually invested in all of these umbrellas.
They're really good.
They're amazing umbrellas as well. They're not cheap stuff. Like they're amazing umbrellas that's keeping everybody
And they're
safe
not those tiny little
everybody
Solero
dry.
ice cream umbrellas.
No,
They
they're not.
actually cover the table and
They
seats.
do, and when you're under them, you stay dry, which is really handy because
Yeah.
obviously at the moment it's raining.
It is.
So yeah, amazing, absolutely brilliant. The venue looks incredible. He's built a
It looks
massive
so good.
marquee. He's built a massive bar out of wood. He's got a massive television screen, flat screen above it. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
It's awesome.
And it is a really awesome festival. Everybody's
It
social
is.
distancing. Nobody's allowed to sing along.
No,
They're
you're not allowed
dance.
to socialise with other benches.
Yeah, not allowed to sing along.
No, not allowed to sing,
shout.
not allowed to dance, which is weird for us.
Yes.
Like, strange.
Normally, like the one thing is like this song is coming up is called this, and if you know it, sing along. But now it's like
See, I do. Like, say a popular song, and I'll be like, so if you want to sing along, if you can harmonise, do. If you can't, don't.
yeah. Oh.
Oh, sorry, Dawn.
Yeah.
How did that fall?
There we go.
Dawn got us these lovely
They're like
Pineapples? Pineapples,
which
yeah.
is quite ironic considering I'm allergic to pineapple.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. But thanks, Mum.
I think your mum's secretly plotting to kill you. There's a
No,
book like
she
that. How
wants
to
me,
tell if my
really.
cat's secretly trying to kill me.
Really?
Yeah, because cats are assholes, aren't they?
We'll have to check it out. We'll have to check it out. So
Cats are
we're going to
dicks.
take a short break.
We are, and we're going to be back with Maximilian Louis von Trense.
It's so cool.
It's a good name.
It's just amazing.
It's a good name.
I love it.
Legend.
Right, okay, so we're going to take a short break and then we will
Our
be
first
back.
guest of this mega podcast.
Mega podcast.
Mega podcast.
Where I'm going to be
Ultra podcast.
Ultra podcast.
Ultra podcast.
We're going to try and speak to the artists, the venue owner, the organisers, the sound engineers. We're going to try and talk to as many people as we possibly can to
We
get
are.
everybody's side of it. And hopefully we'll be able to go out and talk to a few people in the crowd.
Yeah, we want to
as
make
well
a few
and see-
videos, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. We'll make some little side videos as well, so amazing. And we'll see you very, very shortly after the break. Welcome back to the Young Brook Musicians. We are joined by Max. Hello.
Hello.
Max from
Hello.
Sinclair.
Max from Sinclair.
Max from
Yeah,
Sinclair.
I've got a few names, but yeah, Max from Sinclair works.
Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've just performed, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
Thank
as
you.
Really
always,
cool. Really, really
always
cool.
amazing. Come on, shuffle in, Connor, because you're not in the
Right,
camera.
out of
There we
shot.
go.
Is that such a bad
There we
thing?
go.
You're too kind. Too kind.
that such
But
a
yeah,
bad
thank
thing?
you.
Yeah, absolutely amazing as always.
Really,
So,
really cool.
We wanted to know what you thought about today and how everything looks.
It's unbelievable, first off. So Rob and the team have done like an amazing job. I don't know if you've done the whole tour. and
We
you can
done
kinda
a whole
see-
little vlog yesterday, getting
Excellent,
this
okay.
already.
Cool.
Have indeed.
have.
Yeah, I mean, this in itself looks amazing. But yeah, the whole thing, the marquee's huge.
It is.
And just the garden is completely different from the last time I saw it. So it's absolutely amazing. And it's good. Everybody's being very well behaved, which is really important.
They are.
Everyone's
They are
keeping to their
indeed.
tables and
They're not
keeping
singing or dancing.
distance. Yeah, that's the weird thing for me because my whole shtick is getting people to sing along.
exactly.
That's the
Can't do
struggle.
that, so it's a bit weird. And I feel there's, speaking to G, I think there's a few people this evening that are going to have the same problem
Yes.
because that's their thing. And
Yeah.
we'll see. But everyone's been really good so far, and it's just been,
They
it's
are.
been wicked. Yeah.
It's-
Go on,
go for
Connor.
it. Go for it.
I was talking to you a little bit earlier about because you teach, don't you?
Yeah.
So how
I did.
teaching has changing and everything and how you're finding that.
Yeah, so I was teaching in schools before lockdown, and then I was teaching about 85 pupils a week,
Wow.
or thereabouts. And yeah, it was tough because I kind of knew the risks, and I was kind of worried. And I'm generally quite worried anyway. I'm quite a worried
Yeah.
person. So yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd close the schools in
Yeah.
some regards, and then when they did, I was suddenly like, oh, I haven't got a job now.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
sort of
a bit
like
weird.
finding that fine line between safety and
Exactly,
monetary security.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, the most important thing is everybody staying safe and healthy and whatnot. But yeah, no, when they shut the schools, I was kind of relieved. And then the company I work, or the hub I work for, because I'm self-employed, obviously. But yeah, the company that I kind of do the majority of this stuff for, they very quickly set up some online stuff, and within a few weeks we were back up and running online. Many
happy days.
Fewer pupils, but it was still good.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. And the transition, as you guys know, is just finding things to do.
Yeah.
And I'm quite like that anyways, in that I don't really know what I'm good at, if that makes sense. Like, I love performing. I really enjoy that, and like covers, originals, whatever it is. I love performing.
It's how to adapt it during this time.
That's what I mean. So I don't know if that's my best thing, but I've basically just been doing everything.
You've been crushing the live streams.
Absolutely
smashing the live streams.
Jumped on those straight away. They
got to be done.
Your setup looks amazing.
It is really cool setup.
Yeah. Well, that was more by like kind of accident than design. I'd been doing it for a while, but just never really done it properly.
Yeah.
And then when it was suddenly like, now you have to do it.
It's a must do, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of like, I don't know. I kind of don't. And this is not a slight on anybody else that does do it, where you can just stick a phone in the corner and just play.
Yeah.
I remember talking to. You're going to talk to Owen at some point today. Massive conversations with him. He's going, how do I was like, mate, you're going to be good enough to just put it in the corner and just play, and everyone's going to tune in and they're going to love it.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, I need that extra security.
That bit of production value to it.
Exactly. Yeah. A little something that makes me feel a bit. I don't know, like, making yourself feel good about yourself.
It does.
And then you're a bit more comfortable going out there. Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing it on YouTube and Facebook, live streaming from these cameras.
That's the next level. Because the first thing I tried doing as well, as soon as I did the first kind of couple of live streams, was going out and buying a semi-decent webcam.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
They're all sold out.
They're all gone. But yeah, no. Apart from that, I mean, it's only really the camera that lets it down. But the sound is, I
we
spent
were talking
a
that
while
we
doing
really
it.
wish that we'd bought shares in Zoom.
Oh God, yeah. Can you imagine?
Zoom, Skype.
I've never even heard of Zoom.
Nor have I.
The second it hit, it was suddenly Zoom this, Zoom that, and it's on the
Mental.
news, and everybody needs this
mental.
thing.
Like birthday parties were done over Zoom.
Although Zoom isn't reliable, I think their catchphrase should be "Hello" with a question mark. Like, can you hear me? Like,
yeah, that's true.
There's so many people using it. It's like, it just crashes, doesn't it?
But we have a massive thank you to say to you.
Yeah, big up to you, Max.
You're always following what we're doing. You're always getting involved.
You are a top fan badge member on our page.
I love that.
Which is pretty sick.
When that popped
we've
up,
got you a little trophy of top fan trophy.
Legend.
Look at that.
That's
so big up for getting involved in the Young Broke Musicians podcast.
Pictures of my kids and then that
on the mantelpiece.
Proudest day of my life. Thank you. No, honestly, it's really, really good. I know, obviously, it seems a bit silly plugging something that you're on, but yeah, if I mean, I say to everybody, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I YouTube it. I'm a YouTube fan.
Nice.
Only because I'm not really sure. I've got Spotify, but I'm not really sure how podcasts work on there.
I think you tipped us over 100 subs.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Well, only because I forgot to sub. I watch it every time it comes out, and then I forgot to sub, and it was only when you went 100 subs, and I was like, well, that's pretty good. That's really quick. And then I went, have I subbed? I was like,
and then three accounts later.
Yeah, exactly. So I got you with the Sinclair, the Max Trents, and I got a band one as well.
Nice.
Speaker, so I did that.
Well, I think
what are your socials, just so that we can put all your
plug your socials.
Anything if you want to let us know.
So what I try and do, and again, there's been many discussions with many people about this over the years, but basically I try and separate the originals and the covers.
Fair.
Only just because, again, I feel more comfortable doing that. So for originals, it's Sinclair Music UK, because there are a couple of other Sinclairs knocking about. So Sinclair Music UK, and Sinclair is STCLA.
Not Saint.
Not Saint Clair.
Saint Clair.
Because I got a real quick story. I got a gig offer supporting Bastille.
Nice.
In like Norway, and I was like, sorry, what? And it was for this other Sinclair who I'd never heard of.
Oh,
I was like, sorry, dude, you got the wrong person completely. But yeah, if you want to check out Sinclair, check out Sinclair. But yeah, Sinclair Music UK for originals, and then for covers and general, I don't really know what I do with Max Trents, but Max Trents music is kind of me.
Is that a little bit more like corporate-y and stuff?
No.
Like wedding gigs?
Yeah, originally I tried to make it like that, and then I just kind of lost the thing. But yeah, any cover live streams, at the moment, that's all that's up there, really. Any gigs that I may or may not get, covers are there, and that's it, really. Band stuff, again, I've kept completely separate.
Brilliant.
But
Nice.
I'm none of that at the moment, so there's no point in mentioning that.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Max,
Yeah.
we ask all of our guests the
Yes.
same question.
All right.
If you could plan your own festival, like a Glastonbury, who would be your headliners for Friday, Saturday and Sunday?
Okay, so Sunday would be Elbow.
Elbow.
You do love a bit of Elbow.
but maybe like I don't want to demote them, but they're kind of Sunday.
They're the chilled
sunset.
vibe.
Yeah, sundown kind of set would be amazing for Elbow. Friday night, Saturday night, I'd have a band called the Oh Hellos for the Friday night. So they're from Texas.
Awesome.
And they've got a new EP out like this next Friday. But basically they're a big kind of indie folk band, and they'd get everybody, and they'd be kind of the unknown. They'd be the undercard, you know.
Okay.
They'd be the unknown thing, and everyone would love them. And then Saturday, I don't know, like Sigur Rós are probably my other most favourite band over the years, so maybe them, I guess. I don't know if they're still about.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get them back.
Definitely.
Without the drummer.
Yeah.
Because he's not a good guy. But
not decent.
The rest of them, yeah, the rest of them could be there. So yeah,
Happy days.
Friday, Oh Hellos, Saturday, Sigur Rós, Sunday, Elbow.
That's an awesome lineup.
That sounds awesome.
Well, Max, thank you very much for coming on the Young Broke Musicians podcast. We're going to go and listen to Kev Maha.
Yeah, and Johnny as well.
And Johnny.
And then we're going to have a quick chat with Tom. But on the channel, if you want to do it, if we do it over here, if we just say 3, 2, 1, and then we'll do see ya. Just because we're going to do like a little thing.
He knows, he got it.
Ready? So 3, 2, 1.
See ya. Happy days. Legend. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Young Broke Musicians podcast. Woo! Well, I say welcome back. It's just one long, massive episode with lots of different guests.
It is.
And that guest is, we have Tomik. How you doing, man?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
Happy days.
Amazing.
Welcome to the podcast.
You've just come off stage as well.
I have.
You have.
Just come off stage.
Literally just come off stage. So we've just grabbed him after that. It was an amazing set.
Really, really good
set.
set.
Your original is
stunning.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I particularly I love your originals, but I love your cover of Come Pick Me Up by Ryan Adams. Yeah. That is one of my favourite songs ever, and your cover of that is just perfection, mate.
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
I do love that.
Ryan Adams is, well,
he kind
of
went off the rails.
Play his songs for a little while. But
I thought that because I used to play like
now.
3 of his songs in my set, and I haven't really played them since. But
yeah.
I think
still
it's
good
okay
musician.
Now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like him anyway.
You sound great
still good musician.
Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You make them your own as well, which is
you
what I
do.
love.
Which one?
You make them your own. Just everything.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see, because obviously being a musician, we don't get to go out much and see other musicians play because we're always working at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's lovely when you actually get to sit there and especially listen to keys as well.
Yeah.
Because I listen to quite a lot of guitarists as well, but listening to keys, it's like, yes, it adds a whole different sound to it.
I'm a bit lazy, to be honest, with the keys. I have to be completely honest. So I mean, I think I was in Sinclair for a little while.
Yeah.
And Max really wanted me to get the keys involved. I think that was probably his main aim. That is my instrument, really.
Yeah.
But I kind of was over dragging them around with me because they're a bit of a pain.
They're a bit of a mission, aren't they?
They're a bit annoying. I mean, it's a great instrument, but it's just like bringing it out all the time.
Yeah.
I think with sort of a bit of trial and error with Tomik, I do have some guitar stuff, but piano isn't the normal kind of thing that you get. And we've got Jordan Bradley that cracks his piano out.
Jordan,
and there's maybe 1 or 2 other. There's not so many pianists.
There's not so many pianists around Hertfordshire, really.
No.
We're all either guitarists or sort of backing track
singers.
people.
Yeah.
So no, it's great. And in fact, I was pretty lucky. I just wheeled in an upright piano in March into my flat just before things went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my
in the world. So
your piano is stunning, by the way. It looks really nice and sounds really nice. Those keys.
That one's got like a little dome
That's a
effect,
nice one.
hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice.
I've got a nice upright at home that came from Richard Reason. I'll give them a little
sick. Nice one.
Which I got on rental, which I say that just arrived just before we got locked down, which was pretty handy. So that's led to, I don't know, 9, 10, 12 original songs written in lockdown, which has been
amazing.
That's really sick.
Cool.
So you've been really productive during lockdown.
I have been pretty busy. Yeah.
You really have.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Well, you guys as well though, because did you start? So I'm going to turn the tables.
Go for it.
Did you guys refresh my memory? Did this start as lockdown started, as we started to come out?
Just before
lockdown. I think it started in March. So we did our first episode on these tiny little microphones. I think it was back in March.
Yeah.
So we've done one every week since, really.
Yeah, we have. And this is so it will be
probably
13,
episode 15.
Yeah,
15.
Yeah. So that's pretty. Yeah.
How's it been going? Have you been enjoying doing it?
It's been fun. Yeah.
Welcome to the Tomik podcast.
This is literally like Tomik takeover.
Tomik takeover.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm inquisitive. I want to know. But it's interesting to see because it's like podcasts. It's one of those things. It seems really easy.
It does. It does seem easy.
It isn't.
Yeah.
Like radio shows are the same kind of vibe where it's like, oh yeah, just play a few songs.
Yeah.
But doing it every week, being committed to doing it, editing it, all that business.
It is a lot of work. Like I guess with like radio shows, they have like their producers and stuff, and the presenters can just walk in and it's all set up for them. We set everything up, we set the cameras, do all the editing and stuff, and then like promo stuff, all the social. So it's a lot of work, isn't it?
I think what I've learned is we tend to, before we did this, Connor and I used to hang out like as best buds. Like we used to go out, photograph a lot, we used to do a lot together. And since we've sort of done the podcast, like our time has kind of gone onto the podcast, and we talk about work quite a lot now. So I think, and especially this week, we've been talking and saying, right, we need to make sure that we put some time aside for like our friendship as well as just work. So we've tried to make a little bit of a sort of an effort with that.
We've ended up mostly just the last 2 days painting this.
But it's been good fun, hasn't it?
It's been good fun.
It's been brilliant
fun.
Well,
you're always going to get a blank canvas at the Orange Tree.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know that myself, going back to 2011, I think it was, when I first wanted to run a stage at Baldock. And G said, oh, there's a new guy in the Orange Tree. Maybe you could go and do something there. Well, okay, let's meet him. Never met Rob in my life. Came down, had a drink with him. It's like, oh yeah, I'll get all this gear. I haven't got any of it now, but I'll buy a PA and I'll get this, and I'll get that. And I got there on the morning. He was like, I'm still waiting for all the equipment.
Oh no!
Oh, bless him!
And it all turned up, and he's kind of like, that's how he's moved forward. With these things. He gets these ideas in his head.
So many people have said that he gets an idea in his head, and then he just sort of goes 100% to it.
Happens.
He does.
I wish I had his brain.
But it's kind of stressful to be like that. I think. You know, he sort of. Yeah, but he delivers though.
I'm like that. If I have a project I'm working on, I want to finish it that night. I don't really want to go to bed unless it's like all edited, all finished. I think Rob's pretty much like that.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow because I'm really tired now. It's just like sleep for me is very important.
I'm more like
a bit of a night owl.
Yeah. In fact, recently one of the most challenging things during lockdown, so I edited together a video for my recent single Sabotage.
Nice, saw that. That was really cool.
Do like the most basic video editing. It's embarrassing.
Not at all. You have to start with
video
somewhere.
editing software do you use?
I've been using Filmora recently.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
I started off using iMovie.
All right, that's where I think everyone started on that.
Fine.
Yeah.
Just to do the basics.
Does the job.
Some split screens and for the Sing with Tomik stuff, split screen, one on each side, easy, job done.
Yeah.
When it came to, suddenly I've got all this footage that we got and recorded, and someone came to help me. So
it's like organising it all and stuff.
I don't know where to start. It's like, okay, well, I'll stick one image down the bottom.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah.
How do I now decide?
How do you choose which clip is next? Which one there?
And then, like, I'll chop that, and then this other bit moves.
Yeah.
And then you're like, where did that move to?
Frustrating.
Why has that gone? It's such a frustrating.
It's like a puzzle.
It is a bit like that.
And when you fix one thing, another thing crops up, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
but once it's done, it's nice though, isn't it?
Oh, it's really rewarding to get all this stuff done. But it's just like, it's so interesting, I think, that now, I mean, if we go back 30 years, we would just be musicians.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you can't just be a musician today. No. You have to have all of these other
things.
Skills, really.
All these other strings to your bow.
Yeah, for sure.
Because especially during lockdown, it's just kept me busy and sane. And it does open up a lot of doors and opportunities as well, having those different sort of skill sets to coincide with music.
If you wasn't a musician, what would you do?
Well, I do have an actual job.
I mean, like, but if you could choose any job in the world,
I don't know, because I kind of don't do the job that I would want to do the most anyway.
Okay.
You know, like, if I'm being completely honest, like, I would just, like, I don't want to just be a musician to say I'm a musician.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't want to just I don't know, become a music teacher so I can say I work in music.
Yeah.
Because that isn't the bit specifically that I would want to do.
Okay.
That's like a niche area of music.
Yeah, that's like, if I wanted to be a music teacher, then I've achieved my goal.
Yeah.
For me, it's what I've been trying to connect a bit more back with. I mean, you guys probably know me more from doing covers and Mr. Speaker and
Coldplay,
Take That.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
And I love your Take That stuff because, not ashamedly, it's a guilty pleasure for me. I love a bit of Take That.
Awesome.
Deep
they're
cuts,
awesome.
Everything like that.
Oh no, they're amazing. And I still want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's. I think like the scene we're in, and maybe it's just music in general. Is like people want to kind of hear covers.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
We think that they do as well.
It's very hard, I think, to get a paid gig where you're paid to do originals.
Absolutely.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I think there's a few agencies and stuff in London, but to be booked for a gig where you got half an hour, play just originals, and we'll pay you this amount of money.
If you bring a certain number of people, and I had a couple last
sell this
year
amount of tickets. You got to give the others back that you don't sell. It's a submission, isn't it?
It does become a bit of pressure, and I think actually something I've digged in quite deeply over lockdown, maybe before as well, is just why do we do it?
Yeah.
You know, what was the point of us picking up a guitar and singing or whatever it was back when we were like 11 or 12 or 13 or whatever? You know, I didn't sit at home and think I want a keyboard because I want to play for £200 on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
no, exactly.
I did it because I just liked it and I wanted to play it.
It's one of those moments where you just sort of take a step back and think, remember why you started.
Why you do it? Because we get caught up all the time about like Spotify and the streams, and it's not like I'm not sort of trying to like downplay the importance of it and say, well, it doesn't matter that we don't get paid much for certain things, but we still should remember that we're only trained to want the money for it. We'd still do it anyway.
I love that.
Most people would. But I just think it's really important though to just sit back and think, would I sit at home for 2 hours a day playing the piano and singing anyway?
Yeah.
Yes, because I haven't been paid for any of that and I've done it all summer.
Yeah.
And you guys are probably the same.
Yeah.
But maybe we don't always think about it and recognise that.
Yeah. It's just changing the mindset of it, isn't it?
It's just a subtle thing. Like for me personally, like it's just really important to turn it around that way.
Definitely.
Yeah, even if nothing comes of it. So, I mean, I struggled writing like over lockdown just because I found it really hard to sort of try and get some inspiration from it. I had a lot of feelings, but at the time, like for me, I can't force myself to write. It just comes naturally, and if it doesn't come, it just doesn't. And I really struggled. I was on my bed, I was just playing guitar, and just, even if I was just singing what was going on in my head at the time and I didn't make a song out of it, it still felt therapeutic. I still needed it.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like you said, like...
It's escapism, isn't it?
It is.
Like, even if I'm not writing and, you know, I'm in a bit of a dull mood, I will just sort of sit there and play like this, like some chords, some sort of structure, and that's sort of like makes you feel a little bit better about things, doesn't it?
Actually, if you think about it, it's actually really a type of meditation, isn't it?
It is, definitely.
You are mindless in that moment, and it's, you know, sports are the same. When I think about on the football pitch, I'm not interested in anything else that's going on, because all I want to do is just play the football. Very
much in that mindset of I've got one goal, and it's to, you know, play a few chords and sit or write a song, and that's blocks everything out, tunnel vision.
It's hard, obviously. It's good to have your goals you want to achieve. Some days you do think, oh, I want to really want to write a song today, and it's just, it just isn't happening.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's important to think, well, actually, am I still getting something out of this? So, yeah, probably am. It's like, it's that sort of, it's the cliche thing, isn't it? It's the journey.
Yeah.
It's not, because at the end of the day, you'll write a great song, but then in a week's time, you'll want another one.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and
it's always trying to do better than the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, that will never stop.
No, definitely.
So, but if you root yourself in the enjoyment of the process, and it's like I'm talking like I'm an expert.
I love it.
We sort of are. Yeah.
Like my head gets dominated by all the negativity, but it's just they're the tools I try and use personally to try and like break past that negative cycle, if you know what I mean.
Breaking cycles.
Definitely.
Nice.
I
love that.
That's really cool.
Aww.
Proper.
This is so heartwarming.
It is. It is. We love that. We love that.
This is what happens.
It's nice because we've had a few like guests on. We've had your mum. We've had the guys from At Bamboo Brush. We've only ever had like one other musical guest, and that was Zoe Burkett. So it's nice sort of hearing other musicians' stories and stuff. That's what the podcast's all about, I guess, isn't it?
We've had Lawrence on.
We've had Lawrence on. He gate crashed us. We love Lawrence for that.
We love Lawrence.
But next question. So we obviously have the same taste in shirts, like it. We've got the same taste in music.
I've kind of gone for denim as well, I'm the black denim. So, but yeah.
But we both like take that.
You can't.
It's blue denim only. Blue denim only. But we have a guilty pleasure for Take That. Like, I said it to you the other day and you cringed at me because I said I'd love to see Take That live. Just because their show is, they just put a production in. Like Mark Owen, who does all of the set designs and stuff, and costumes. Love a bit of Mark Owen.
4 Minute Warning was like my jam.
It was my jam.
Mark Owen.
God, when was that? Like
2004. Yeah, Gary Barlow wrote that as well. Yeah,
that's a cool fact.
Yeah, but what would be your favourite Take That song? So many to choose.
You really should have prepped me for this, and I still wouldn't have an answer. No, I think there's normally 2 that I come. I don't know. There's 3 I'll come back to, and I'll probably whittle it down. Pray.
Nice.
Back for Good.
Can you do the dance moves?
Yes.
Nice. Love it.
No, I actually.
You can actually do the dance moves.
I've got it on video. I'll have to upload it onto.
Was that the one at Club 85?
Do it.
That was one we did here.
Yeah.
Actually, in 2017, I think. And
that's brilliant.
As part of that, because I always like to try and do a little bit silly, something a little bit extra when we do a Mr. Speaker gig. I don't like to just turn up and it's just the songs. I always want to do something.
Add some production to it.
Away. Yeah. It was like, we need to do the dance to Pray.
Yeah.
I think we can do it. And I had this girl at work who used to dance, or she did like belly dancing. She's a big Take That fan. So I said to her, Kirsty, can you teach us this dance? She said, I think probably can. So we roped in this guy to help us. There was 3 of us. And we learned the whole dance. I was just at home in my kitchen doing the dance. I had the instructions on my phone, so I just.
If TikTok was around back then, can you imagine?
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna get it back out into the world. So
that would be sick.
It didn't go absolutely perfectly, and I'm not sure I could quite remember it all move for move right now. I'm not gonna do it right now.
No, that's all good. That's all good.
We were nearly doing it tonight because I think Rob did want us to do Mr. Speaker Plays Take That tonight.
Nice.
Just couldn't get the guys together.
Yeah. So. It's a shame.
And I'm not just going to dance on my own.
And the Jason Orange.
We'll learn it, and then we'll get you back on the pod, and then we can do it.
That's really what should happen. I mean, James Corden did it.
He did. He learned it very well.
But
he did well.
Yeah. So I think those are the 3. But nice. I reckon the song I've listened to most in my life ever is probably Back for Good.
Probably what, sorry?
Back for Good.
Back for Good. That is a tune.
Yeah. That song is a tune.
That is a tune.
It is a tune.
See, I like deep cut Take That. I like a bit of Reach Out from Beautiful World.
Good song.
Rule the World.
What was Rule the World on? That was the Circus.
Yeah, that was just a single.
Was it just a single?
Yeah.
Oh damn! That was a good. That was a great film.
Stardust.
It was a bonus track.
Yeah.
On the first album, like eventually.
I loved it.
Just to get into the real detail about Take That.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
What about solo projects? Like, obviously you've done your own thing. Like, how you find it different to like playing in band and stuff? Or is there not too much difference that you've not sort of noticed?
Yeah, it's loads different, to be honest. I mean, I don't really like being a solo, to be honest. You know, like I don't mind. It's a bit of a head scratcher for me, to be honest, because I don't just do songs on their own. I just can't do it. And so any of my music that's come out, I'm trying to like bridge the gap between being like solo and being a band. Yeah. Because I don't really want to be a band on a record,
but be a solo,
and then come and play piano and sing.
Yeah.
Because it's not even to everyone else. It's just in my own head. I want to hear those guitars. And so it's just trying to find the people. So it's a bit hard at the moment for me, just playing live and trying to figure it all out. But I'll get there with that. I think I'm just trying to just do it, get some miles under my belt, get some gigs under my belt, work out which songs I like, and then hopefully I'll get to a point where I start meeting some people and maybe a band just sort of.
Yeah, you never know. Happy days.
Wow.
G's joined the podcast.
Go G. We want G on later. He's going to be brilliant.
We're getting G on straight after this as well.
As he sets up, we've got one question left, which we ask every guest on our podcast. Far away.
Okay, if you was to organise your own festival like Glastonbury or Glastontree or anything like that, so who would be your main acts for Friday, Saturday and Sunday? Who would you choose to be your main acts on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, your headliners?
Okay. Oh, it's kind of easy really.
Yeah.
Go on then.
If we're going to take, well, maybe there's one that isn't.
Okay.
So if there were 3, if it was like the Glastonbury mould, so you kind of got your classic Sunday night headliner.
Yeah.
It's got to be Take That on a Sunday night.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
With Robbie.
They don't do too many festivals, so that would be good.
Yeah, they don't. And
they don't.
I don't know why. They'd go down amazing.
They'd be brilliant at festivals, yeah.
What an amazing headliner that would be.
They'd smash it.
I mean, come on, Mike,
why not?
If you're listening, I'm sure you are.
Make this happen.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
They do big weekend, but they've never done like Reading and Leeds or Glastontree.
Reading and Leeds,
no, they wouldn't do Reading and Leeds.
Bring
but
Me Horizon on Saturday night and then take that on Sunday.
But like all those like big weekend and stuff, they rarely do them much, do they? Like,
no, they don't get involved. I don't know why.
Just because they can't have a 10-foot statue.
Yeah, I'm going to go work backwards. Yeah, Take That on the Sunday.
Okay.
Coldplay on
100%.
the Friday night, actually.
Friday night, nice.
Only because first time I ever saw them at Glastonbury, not live, but it kind of changed my life watching them at 2002. And they headlined Glastonbury. On the back, they'd only had one album out, first album, and they kind of gave him this slot based on nothing. What's he doing next door? And it was just like a real serious moment in me and my mates' lives, our early band at the time, and we were just like, what are these songs? This is just... It's probably not even that good now if you watch it back. But
no, but they're raw. That's what I love about them. I mean, Chris Martin, he's just proper raw.
He is.
And no matter what he does, I still think that he's amazing. No matter what kind of... Because they started off quite slow and quite mellow and really
He used to play guitar most of it. Now he had a period where it was just piano.
And like Yellow and that kind of stuff. But then you've got the new Coldplay.
Yeah.
And they do it so well.
Happy Coldplay.
Yeah. And it's just like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
It's
they've evolved.
I love it.
They really are a festival band now, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, when you go back to when I first got into it, I got Parachutes for Christmas, maybe like 2000, I think it probably was. And I was just obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Classic album.
It was acoustic guitar.
Yeah. It was very simple.
Couple of piano songs, maybe. But it was like that Glastonbury 2002 performance. In fact, we'd gone to see him at the Royal Festival Hall about 6 weeks before that. So that was why we were prepped in our mind of what we'd heard. Yeah. But we didn't know what we'd heard.
No.
And whereas today, they do that gig and then it'd be online straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been broadcast on Radio 1 or whatever.
It's nice it's hard to like discover a band when it's not sort of online, isn't it?
And discover the whole album, because now we don't like Coldplay release an album. We've already 5 songs have already been released before the album's actually been released.
That's the thing, yeah.
And then normally it's the best songs that have already been heard.
Yeah.
Which kind of takes the shine off it for me.
But I mean, I was really surprised because I can't remember what album it was on, but I went to see them live. And I just thought, the other songs that are going to be on there, they're not going to be amazing. Like we've heard all great songs, but Up and Up.
Up and Up.
That's a hell of a tune.
That is a great song.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is an incredible song.
It's brilliant.
I saw him live, and oh my God, what an experience. Like, it's not just like, when people are like Coldplay, they're like, oh, Coldplay. No, you go
They've
see
changed
them live,
their perception
you will
of it,
change your mind.
Yeah.
Like, they are insane.
I heard it so many times. I mean, the first time we did it was for my 30th birthday a few years ago in here, and it was kind of like, well, we can do it because it's my birthday.
Yeah.
So I can do what I want. And
exactly.
I don't need to justify it. And they were like, let's just do it. Why not? So we did it. And then so many people came up and were like, I didn't realise how many awesome songs there were by Coldplay. You know, my ex at the time hated Coldplay. She thought.
Yeah.
She thought, there's actually quite a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, it just demonstrated to me that they've actually got a real serious back catalogue.
They really have.
You know,
they really have.
20 songs, easy.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to do 20 songs and 10 are like,
no, they're all bangers.
Yeah.
20 bangers.
They're all bangers.
Definitely.
It's like ABBA.
Yeah.
Again, I'll leave.
Okay,
Anyway, Saturday. Saturday headliner.
ABBA's one thing you won't ever catch me doing.
I do like ABBA. They're my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
I'm not
I like SOS.
I saw a documentary on them, and it changed my mind on how sweet and innocent they were. Like, they were dark.
Yeah.
Like, they went through some really,
really
the
guys in the band wrote the songs about the breakups with the female singers and had the balls to ask them to sing it. I mean, that takes guts.
Yeah.
Asking them to sing a song about their breakup.
But come on, Stevie Nicks.
Right,
what would you choose for your Saturday?
So, Coldplay on Friday. Take That on Sunday, Saturday. It'd probably have to be Radiohead.
Nice.
To be
honest.
Radiohead.
Because they're the other one for me. If
Yeah,
I'm
true.
write a list of 3, take that. Coldplay,
That's some good
Radiohead.
choices. Very good choices.
Amazing.
I'd pay for that festival. I'd pay for that.
It could easily have been Slipknot though.
True. Wow, that's a
Bring Me the
contrast.
Horizon. Yeah, but that's
Slipknot,
what my phone looks like.
6,
Nice.
It can easily slip into that.
5, 5, 5.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
6, 6, 6. Yeah, I was a Slipknot head.
They were awesome. Yeah, I went to see him at Sonosphere in whenever that was.
I was
When
the
they
same.
headlined.
Yeah.
And Limp Bizkit played.
Yes.
That was
Oh,
And so did
Limp
Mickey
Bizkit.
Cairo, Yumi at 6, and
Love Yumi at 6.
Weezer. And the lead singer from Weezer came out into the crowd and he had like a headband on and he gave me the headband and kissed me on the cheek and I was like,
Oh, good.
I'm never washing my face again. I was like 15 at the time, so it was a little bit weird.
It about
but
a million times more than you knew that. You didn't wash it until March. So it lasted 10 years, then COVID came along.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now we're just washing more than ever.
Yes, we are. But thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks,
It
man.
would be
Thanks for having
amazing
me.
if you'd be up for it to have you on a full podcast.
Full podcast.
Yeah.
That would
for sure,
be
yeah,
amazing. We'll have to
yeah.
get you doing some songs and get
Yeah.
you on it. That would be amazing.
I could talk for ages about songwriting, for
I
sure.
love
We'd love
it.
to hear that.
And I don't even think that I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface with you
Definitely.
about all these topics and everything. And
All these
I
projects.
Love it.
Yeah, it's
I
really
love
cool.
it. I'd love to. You're really fascinating.
You actually are.
I sounded surprised then. I'm not surprised because you're a very fascinating guy, but genuinely, like, yeah, that would be awesome to get you back on.
I'd love to come and talk about. That's actually when I started off talking about podcasts and why I'm giving you massive props about doing it and keeping doing it and doing well with it. It's because it's been a thing that I've wanted to look at doing with. Specifically about songwriting, actually. Talking to people about songwriting, and because I just find it's really, really interesting.
It is. Everyone's techniques are different, so it's nice to sort of compare and try new styles and stuff as well.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Okay, so
we'll do a whole pod on songwriting with Tommy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
that would be
sick.
sick.
Really up for that.
That would be
Happy
awesome.
days.
Yeah.
So the last thing that we always do when we say goodbye on a podcast is we say "see ya" down to the camera. So if we can do that when I count down from 3. That would be sick because we're going to do like everyone's and we're all going to sort of do that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Happy
ready?
days.
3, 2, 1.
See ya.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Young Break Musicians. We are here with the wonderful G. Roche.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today?
We're good, man. We're good.
We
what
are
about you?
all good.
This
all
is a bit
good.
different, isn't it?
It is.
It's strange.
How are you finding it?
I'm finding it really because my whole thing is. Come on, everybody, sing along, yell.
Yes.
Let's see, and we can't do any of that.
No.
We can't do any of it. So I've got to go, hey, everyone, did you enjoy it? No, shut up. Shut up.
Don't tell me.
No,
Don't speak.
yeah.
Don't speak.
Is everyone having a good time? No, shut up.
Literally, I don't know why I didn't think ahead. I could have played Don't Speak by No Doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
that would have been amazing.
That would have been a shout.
Yeah.
You should play that.
Silence is golden.
Silence
Sound
is
of
golden.
silence.
Oh, I should have done Sound of Silence. That would
There
have been.
must be a song called Shut the Fuck Up somewhere.
Yeah. And Shut Up and Drive.
Shut up by, what was it, Black Eyed Peas?
Shut up, yeah, shut up, just shut
I've
up.
got all
shut
the
up.
wrong songs that are basically like shouts.
Love that.
All the sing-alongs.
Oh, bless
I could
you.
just picture you. You know when you see those photos of people trying to like hold in for the toilet or trying not to say something. It's you being like, let's start a conga line.
Oh God! Do you know? I have wondered, would a conga line be irresponsible if we asked them to like meter themselves out?
Like 2
I
meters
don't know,
apart.
an
2
arm's
metres
length.
apart.
An arm's
Yeah.
length. That's a metre away. So if they all carry on like
Longer
that,
arms than mine, I'm afraid.
oh, that's true. I reckon.
Everyone would carry a pool cue. In the
Yeah.
back of the next person in
Yeah.
front.
That would work. That would work.
Definitely work. 100%. Yeah,
Definitely.
let's not do that.
No, maybe just leave the congering for when there's not a pandemic about.
Yeah.
So you're presenting today, aren't you? This is basically G Day.
This is the little G compare
This
day.
is
Nice.
G Day. This
And
is
then tomorrow we got Kev the Man Mountain.
Kev
The
Maher.
man- yeah.
Kev
Yes.
Maher.
Kev Mahar.
Kev Maher.
My
Yeah.
mum's dyslexic and she thought it was Kev Mahar.
I'm glad you
But
followed it
it's
with that. I
Kev
just that was a
Mayer.
really random thing to bring up. My mum's dyslexic. By the way, what is it? No, well, we
yeah.
all have trouble with Kev's last name, don't we?
Oh,
We
Yeah.
do.
We do.
Bless him.
But I mean, I must say I'm excited about having you on here purely because
Definitely.
you have written one of my favourite songs.
It's an absolute classic.
Yeah, I mean, they say that you can tell a lot about people's favourite music. I'm just going to leave that there. Really.
I mean,
she's actually having it as her first dance when she get married.
When I get,
That is an honour.
Yeah, literally.
You singing it live, conga line going round.
I'd be happy for that. Hell yeah, sign me up.
That would be amazing.
That would be cool.
Right, so we've got some questions for you, haven't we?
Go.
So, with regards to coronavirus, it's got to be spoken about. We want to speak about to as many people as possible about it. What do you think has been the hardest thing for you over the past few months?
I'm not one of these people that likes to complain, but I think it's just seeing how other people have handled it, and it's, you know, it's going to sound really kind of self-promoting, but I get to that point when I go to people, I'm having a bad week doing this, and then you think about the people that have lost people,
Very true.
the people that have lost all their livelihoods and all this, and you kind of think, well, I feel like I'm being really selfish now.
It's like, it's thinking it could be worse, but it's not, so it's okay.
Yeah, I suppose everyone's problems are subjective, and especially in times like this, you know, everyone has had to change to some degree.
Yeah.
But it's kind of when obviously during lockdown you spend a lot of time on social media and you see people's stories and you just think, my Christ, how are they getting through this?
Yeah.
You know, we have had a few local, but Baldock's had one of the biggest death tolls in North Hertfordshire.
Wow, didn't know that.
Oh yeah, being as small as Baldock is, you're obviously going to know someone who knows someone who has suffered from it. And we lost Phil Hall, who was one of my favourite publicans.
Yeah, we know Phil.
And that was tough. And I'm saying that as in I love Phil to bits, but I didn't know him as well as obviously plenty of other people in town.
Yeah.
And you just had to go to his funeral. Everyone was down the high street clapping, and it took it out of you. It really brought it home.
Until you know someone that's been impacted by it, then it doesn't really sort of feel real.
Statistics don't tug your heart, not as much as when it's real. You know,
they're just numbers.
Phil really supported the music, especially in Baldock.
He did.
I mean, the broken drum and all that. I mean, he was always at the gigs there. And
on a personal level, whenever I would have a gig cancel or I'd have a free Friday and I needed to make some money, he was the first to say, come down the drum, we'll get you a paid gig. And he gave us 2 of the best Baldock after parties, which I should probably not mention too much about, because they get a bit raucous.
Oh, bless.
We love that.
So we spoke to the venue owner, the manager of the Wellington in Old Welling.
Where, sorry?
The Wellington in Old Welling. Right, yes. And he said quite a few things that, on a positive note, of what have come out of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Because we do like to talk about positive things on here as well.
It's good to keep positive.
And we were asking him of what things that he's changed about the business that he'd like to keep and what he's managed to do because he's had the time to do it. So what have you managed to do that you wouldn't have had the time to do?
I tell you what, I feel really bad about this is that when the lockdown started, I thought, I'm going to learn the keyboard. I'm going to learn a foreign language. I'm going to pick up them bagpipes I bought. I'm going to write an album. I'm going to kind of make a musical and all that. And do you know what I did? I watched B movies and drunk wine for like 3 months.
That sounds great, to be fair.
Well, it was fun, but I came now I feel like there's all that time and I should have done something.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I think
it's a good chance to chill, isn't it?
Well, it's nice to chill, but I mean, it's nice to try and be positive.
Yeah.
You know, I was going into work in the nursery, which kept me out of the house and kept me doing stuff. But I don't know, I found it very hard to motivate myself. I think not knowing where you're coming out of it for me, is a really worrying thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working from home, so it's been really nice. Like, I've just been doing lots of editing and stuff, so I've kept busy, which is, I guess, important. I guess, you know, like to keep yourself busy and sane.
I mean, you have to really, and I suppose my escapism is shit movies, cheap wine. You know,
love
that's
it.
The way forward. I think I've got to start playing very soon.
You do.
So,
but we have one question that we ask every guest: if you could plan your own festival, who would be your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday headliners?
It just so happens I have my own festival.
Really? We've never heard about this.
Headliners are sitting right here.
That would be cool.
What do you mean, like anyone alive or dead? Like
alive or dead? Yeah.
It'd have to be Queen, wouldn't it?
That would be sick.
On which day?
Well, I suppose Queen would be the Saturday. They'd have to be the big headliner.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Friday's a get-up-and-go night, and I don't know if you know, I love my kind of heavy metal and my punk
You do.
and all that.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Maybe Slayer in their heyday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
Like it.
Oh, I do love a bit of Slayer. And then Sunday, you've got to keep it kind of
chill.
Oh, I tell you who I'd love. And I've even looked into getting them for Baldock.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my mum's favourite bands, Steel Eye Span.
Steel Eye
Span. I know you're looking at me as
not
if
heard of that,
but they go to prove that you don't need to be cool to be great.
Okay.
Because they're like 70s folk rock.
Oh.
Honestly, check them out. They are the best folk band.
We will
ever.
check them out.
Okay.
Check them out. Yeah.
Okay, we're very conscious that you've got to go.
Yes,
Yeah.
I better get going.
See ya.
Perfect.
Nice.
Thank you
I've got terrible
so much.
timing.
That's all right. Go do your thing. Go do your thing.
Rock and roll.